Back again with Assassin's Creed Revelations. With me is...
Hi, my name is Diabetes. I've got a horrible face. No, damn it, I'm horrible at impersonations.
Oh hey, we just passed a graveyard. We were just talking about that last video.
Yeah. Are you just, this is actually, oh. You right at evaded bank so you could go get your money that just got deposited. I see how this works.
Yeah. Well, I don't want him to get any of my money. That's not right.
Well, technically, he's not going to be earning money off of interest, so... Whatever.
Yeah. Alright, so we've got a bit to do this video.
Last we can no longer kill the coward Templar captain. He's dead. Dead and buried.
He's fine. Actually, on my replay, I got the sweetest kill ever on that on the same Templar, on the same cowardly Templar. I got a zipline assassination on him.
Ooh, that's...
I just zipped in on him and killed him and some other guy. It was awesome.
Oh, so are we... You gonna be my sledgehammer? No.
Janissary's Kidjil.
They're kind of sucky.
Yeah, not a great dagger.
This is about the time where I just like kind of just buy everything in the store and never use any of it. Though I guess in this game your weapon stash doesn't directly tie into your money flow, so
yeah.
Another tailor, really? You just got these. I mean, you have to get the blood out a little more, but that doesn't mean you have to change the color again.
Well, we're running out of video. We're running out of plot. We're running out of videos here. We need to get all the colors in before it's all over.
There are too many colors.
There are a lot of colors in this game.
Remember to visit me often. Fashion is a whimsical mystery.
Okay, you apparently just teleported. Or did just...
Not a half bad color.
No.
But it's not my favorite.
It's better than the barf green that the Janissary green was.
Yeah, that is not a great looking outfit.
Mission, you assassinated a herald. Wow. You couldn't just do that in town?
How hard can it be to kill a herald?
I mean, you can pickpocket them, no problem, so... Out of curiosity, are you doing the guild rank challenges, or...
You know, I am doing those off camera, and I may do sort of a compilation video showing actually how you do each one, but I won't show them all to like completion, since that would be really boring.
Oh no, I was just wondering because I'm starting to think like of the special weapons you can get.
Yeah, the main reason I'm doing them is the special weapons and faction abilities. Like, I think you can get the Romanis to assassinate guys.
Right.
But I don't remember what the thieves and... Oh, I think I remember what the thieves do. I think they can pickpocket.
They can pickpocket crowds.
Yeah.
So they basically pay for themselves.
Yeah.
And you don't remember what bodyguards or mercenaries do. That's a shame.
Yeah, I do not remember at all what those guys do.
They attack bards.
It's too bad there are no really kind of annoying NPCs in this game, unlike unless you count the beggars, I guess. But they're just not the same as the bards.
I mean, they're in the game, but they're... Time for yet another book. I forget which mission... Oh, you built the foundry. Fuck.
Yeah.
So all you did was you just built a giant furnace. Nice job, guys. Really needed an assassination.
Actually, yeah. Actually, the reason you want to do those missions in cities you conquered is because as you do certain missions, they increase the amount of money and experience you get from that city.
Right.
You can get up to 1650 akçe for every city you conquer, and that can add quite a bit of money to the revenue you get every day. And this is the penultimate. I think this is the final major dungeon in the game.
Aesop's Fables. Ah, Maiden Tower. I remember this one. You don't get the fifth Altair. You don't get the fifth Masyaf key from a dungeon. Right. Who's got it? Somebody plot related has found it by that point, and they've got it. So you have to go steal it from them, presumably. Or there's some weird double, triple, quadruple cross going on. Yeah. It's this series. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, it's this series. Actually, I mentioned it in the thread recently, but there's like a whole little Apple of Eden subplot regarding some Ottoman sultans having an apple that's not mentioned at all in this game for some reason. I only learned about it because I went to the Assassin's Creed wiki to get some information on the whole Abbas storyline and stumbled upon that.
I mean, it wouldn't. Well, okay, it's technically not an apple, but it would be a piece of Eden.
Yeah.
That'd be the stupid proper terminology for the series. Because the apple is technically what Altair got and what Ezio got, and then I think.
Well, there's several apples. I think there was like at least 30 of them mentioned. There was a piece of Eden 30 in like the Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh, but they're different. What they look like is different. Technically, for example, the Papal Staff was a piece of Eden in Assassin's Creed 2.
Papal Staff is a piece of Eden.
But that isn't an apple. That's just a staff.
Yeah, but there's quite a few different apples, but there's only one staff of Eden. These guys sure are taking their time. Man.
Yeah.
You know what I like about the missions you can go on in the cities you conquer is you've got whole little storylines in some of the missions, like Jerusalem Behind the Cross has like 2 or 3 parts.
Yeah, but well, that's kind of being unfair. But I was just gonna say that's kind of unfair because you don't actually see what the storyline is. You just get the little mission briefing, and that's about the extent of it.
Yeah.
So you don't have to kill anybody.
Yeah, for the additional objective, you have to do a perfect stealth kind of thing. You don't get spotted and you don't kill anybody.
Now this would be a case where that other armor would be perfect for the Master Assassin armor, because you can basically run around and make no noise, and enemies can't see you as far. But I'm only saying this now because if you can't get it, you can't get it. And I want to make you get it anyway.
Yeah, well, I'll get it for 100% completion, but I'm only gonna do the Master Assassin missions on the new game I have to start.
Yeah, okay.
Because there's no point in me start playing the whole game over again.
Just wait.
But yeah, as a general rule for this mission, just stay on the rooftop since there's not a lot of guys up here, and there are a whole lot of guys down below.
I gotta say, I do like the music for this mission.
Yeah.
It's very catchy.
And Topkapi Palace is a pretty huge area.
Yeah.
There's a lot of routes you can take to get to where Suleiman is. I mean, it can also be kind of tricky getting around here because there's a lot of sort of natural places like the cliffs,
Right.
where you can't climb up the walls very easy. And notice that janitor is standing on the wall there for what happens after the cutscene.
Tarek was no traitor, Suleiman. He too was tracking the Byzantines.
What? So did you...
I'm sorry.
Oops.
Yeah.
God forgive me. Should not have been so quick to judge.
He was loyal to your grandfather to the end. And through his efforts, we have the means to save your city.
Tariq, you should not have been so secretive. What a terrible way to do a good thing.
The weapons were taken to Cappadocia. Can you get me there?
Yes, of course. I will arrange a ship to take you.
Suleiman! Suleiman! I've been set up.
For those who don't know, Cappadocia is an area in central, what's now central Turkey, very mountainous area. And from the database entry in this game, apparently underground cities are a pretty huge thing historically, and I didn't know that at all going into this game, so it was a really neat detail. When I first started playing this game and heard that Cappadocia was a location in, I thought Assassin's Creed would have like mountain climbing in it, so I was kind of looking forward to that, and kind of not, because I don't know how that would work with this engine.
My nephew and I have
Not well, I'd imagine, but...
Yeah, but that's not what
As I
happens
said, there will be a
when
ship
you go to
waiting for you when you
Cappadocia
wish
at
to
all.
leave.
You're in an underground city.
Grazie, mio principe.
Yes.
We will track down the perpetrator of this crime, Uncle. Have patience.
Okay, and notice there was a cut there. That's because on my first attempt at this mission, the Janissary I mentioned just prior to the cutscene, he was walking right in front of me when the cutscene ended, so his eyes were square on me before basically I could even move. So he spotted me before I could do anything. I tried to hop down the railing to get away from him, but he still spotted me.
Well, this is...
So there's basically... Yeah, this is the safest way to get through the palace.
You lost two.
Yeah, but they're doing their part. And all you need to do to end this mission is just make the quickest break to the wall as fast as possible.
Hey, stop for the guard. That one looks like I am to kill any I find.
If only they knew your best roses, Suleiman.
Yeah.
Just what in the...
Although I do like, sort of in a plot way, how Suleiman knows he can't be seen fraternizing with the assassins because they were just responsible for killing Tarek. So he has to maintain he doesn't know them to keep up appearances.
Yeah. I mean, apparently your uncle doesn't know what an assassin looks like, so...
Yeah.
It's the hood.
Kind of gives it away.
Yeah, just a little bit. So you heading for Maiden Tower now, or...?
Yeah, that's... After I complete Maiden Tower and the 4th Altair memory, we can end Sequence 6. But we won't do that until part 13, because next video is going to be about all sorts of odds and ends in Constantinople, including a lot of the Master Assassin missions. Because what I like about the end of Sequence 6 is that it's sort of a nice break in Ezio's story, and you can go off and do things as Desmond to sort of pass the time while Ezio is on his way.
Oh, that's... What did you... Ezio did not assassinate innocent people. Oh, that one tits up.
Yeah, that went badly. So much death for me just playing a harmless prank on some guy.
You stabbed the blade into a guy's chest.
No, all I did to that first guy was that I just sort of tripped him with the hook blade, but then that Janissary started pushing me around and I had to defend myself.
Unforgivable.
You may think me cruel, but I do what's necessary. You do the same thing.
Yeah, I would. I play Watch Dogs. I literally blow up steam pipes in the middle of intersections and watch cars blow up as a result, so...
Another thing I should mention with Reclaim the City missions is that if the Templars are at like 100% control of the city, those Reclaim the Cities are pretty hard. But as the influence of the Templars goes down, the Reclaim the City missions get easier.
Right.
So it's possible to take a city at 100%, it's just kind of tough.
You probably would have to send like a full set of level 12 assassins or something.
Yeah.
Level 11. I guess.
I mean, Master Assassins can do a hell of a lot of missions on their own. They do not need a lot of backup.
No. You just want to throw them back up so they can, the low dudes can just get the experience.
Yeah. And Alexandria has some pretty neat missions, like there's a mission involving a descendant of Altair, and one involving memory seals from the first civilization. And they also mentioned for one of the Jerusalem missions the name of the Grand Master of the Assassins at this point in history.
Which isn't technically Ezio, though. He's basically the head of the European assassins.
Yeah, I mentioned in the second video the assassin hierarchy is kind of vague, but Ezio's pretty high up in the ranks.
Yeah, it's pretty decentralized from what I can remember. Because there really isn't anything to stop anybody from like dressing up in assassin's robes and pretending that they're an assassin, other than some people will maybe notice it.
Yeah, and I really like the development of the assassins over the course of history in these games, because during this era, assassins operate pretty out in the open. They have guys like Ezio who are managing, and assassins, you have Templars and assassins fighting in the streets of Constantinople. But as you get closer to the present day, the assassins stop using stuff like hidden blades or the outfits and are normal people, so it's hard to pick them out in a crowd.
Yeah.
So
they do lose a lot of influence, though. But
yeah. I mean, they're certainly still around. It's just they can't operate the way Ezio and the assassins do these in this period of history. And another thing I should mention about Maiden Tower is that if the time of day is currently night, the guy by the docks won't show up. So if it's nighttime, you have to go somewhere else. Come back later.
I will see.
And for a little real-life geographical perspective, Maiden's Tower is located on the Asiatic side of Constantinople, and I believe it overlooks the Aegean. So we're still in Constantinople. We're just kind of in sort of the really, really south part of the city. And actually, you were wrong a couple of videos ago.
I was?
Sean isn't the one writing these database entries.
Oh, he isn't?
It's actually Subject 16 who's writing them.
Oh.
Because, technically we're still in the Animus, it's just none of our buddies can really observe what's going on.
Yeah.
So Subject 16 is kind of the only one who knows what you're doing in here.
Subject 16's dead memories.
Yeah. But yeah, Subject 16 does have a database entry in this game, and it's written in a first-person perspective, so he's the one who's doing the writing. Yeah, old Maiden's Tower is very much reminiscent of the tombs of Assassin's Creed 2.
Yes, 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 yes. I do like it, but it's also very much like a water temple in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Hey,
amazing.
Well, I think I kind of spoiled what the puzzle is, so...
Well, you kind of get the picture pretty early on how this dungeon works. And there's really nothing to the additional objective, which is not to fall in the water, since if you're platforming right, you'll never even come close to it.
Don't get wet.
I mean, I know video game architecture in general is weird, but I have to wonder what the purpose of all this is. I really can't think why Lighthouse would need any of this.
I can't think of a snarky answer. Oh, because they want to protect the memory seal. Duh.
Yeah,
All lighthouses have memory seals, don't you know that? All lighthouses have this underneath them, you just never see them.
I just wonder who put all this here. It's not like the assassins are running like a construction, or running like a engineering guild or whatever the hell you'd need to build something like this.
Altairo's a busy man.
I guess. I mean, it's not like Nicolo Polo is a great architect who could design something like this. I mean, with Galata Tower, I can sort of imagine there being a whole lot of like maintenance stuff underneath the tower. I guess the architecture in there sort of works.
I mean, underneath it's probably just like a catacomb that they did something with. Not a catacomb, but a cavern.
Yeah. And with the Forum of the Ox, I don't know what it looks like in reality, but
shopping mall.
Yeah, I guess, but that architecture doesn't seem that much of a stretch to me. This is just kind of weird. A whole bunch of like machinery and levers and all sorts of stuff. Who put this there? Or why they did it?
It's like that one tomb in Assassin's Creed 2. Which one was it?
Might have been one of the ones in Venice.
Yeah. The one where it had that Easter egg with the tentacle thing.
Yeah, the giant squid.
Because you had all those platforms around that kind of changed positions and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was kind of weird too. Then again, Assassin's Creed in general is pretty weird.
Yeah, I mean, at least whenever you, like, if you go to a place like its first civilization, they have the excuse of it being some sort of, like, alien architecture. And aliens built it, but this is clearly not aliens, and it's...
Yeah, it's just weird. I mean, maybe I'm in the minority on this, but I kind of like Desmond missions in Assassin's Creed 3, since I thought they kind of naturally worked in modern-day architecture with platforming elements of this series.
Yeah, no. I do agree with that. It took them too long to really do anything with it.
Yeah.
I like the soccer stadium.
Yeah, that was pretty neat. Sort of traversing the beam on top of crossing the whole soccer stadium.
It's very reminiscent of, actually the intro to Assassin's Creed 3. At the Opera House, but I wonder if that's a parallel they were going for.
I never thought about that.
Where you're kind of just creeping along the balconies to get to the box you need to go to. But
Yeah, from what I understand, the opera scene in the Assassin's Creed 3 is like a total engine demonstration kind of mission.
oh yeah, I can totally see that.
Where it's not designed from a pure gameplay perspective, but it's just showing off what they can do, how many character models they can have on the screen at one time.
I could buy that.
Because, I mean, say what you will about Assassin's Creed 3, but the opening mission was pretty impressive.
Everything you did as Hatham was pretty great. And after that, it goes downhill.
I mean, 3 is kind of a perfect...
He's getting sick and tired of this shit. Oh.
But yeah, Assassin's Creed 3 is kind of a game that tries to do way too much, I think, and suffers for it.
Why are you insulting my my lawn bowling simulator? Something that didn't have to be in the game. And I'm pretty sure it's required to actually beat the game too. Or is it just like an optional mission?
What mission was this?
There's a mission where you have to play lawn bowling. But I can't remember if it was optional or if it was just like a homestead mission.
It might have been a homestead, cause...
Oh, actually, I'm saying required. Homestead mission as well.
Yeah. It's just been too long since I played 3 to remember much about the missions aside from a few.
At the very least, they didn't like put a timer on for like this last little stretch.
Yeah, that would have made things, I think, quite a bit tougher. But we have the 4th key.
But first, money.
Money. And another dungeon where I don't think they really thought of too many places to hide the treasure chests, so just put them around the statue.
Yeah. This one, actually, they probably could find some good hiding spots, but...
I mean, at the very least, I haven't, either on this playthrough or my replay, I didn't find any of the hidden chests in the Yerebaten cistern. I wasn't just, because I just wasn't looking too hard, but... You also can't get spotted, so it kind of lowers exploration a bit.
Yeah, well, you'd have to do it on replay. So it's totally optional. It's no real...
Yeah, there's no point to going for the chest.
It's money. It's just money.
And there's quite a bit of that in this game.
Yeah, once you get the bank going and the income rolling in.
We have just enough time for the 4th Altair memory, I do believe. I never really noticed it until watching the previous video and this one, but the 3rd and 4th Altair memories come really close to each other.
In just game progression, or as in
game progression, yeah.
I mean, or like a chronological progression. I mean, I should say.
No, the 4th memory comes like 20 years after the previous one.
I mean, there wasn't a whole lot in sequence. I guess it's 6, 2 sequence 6. It was, oh hey, Tarek's dead. Can you go?
Yeah.
Stop because sequence 7 is where you actually leave Constantinople for a little while.
But yeah, Iskender, the descendant, one of Altair's descendants, is Ixender, who is the mentor stationed in Alexandria. But that's the only descendant of Altair I think is ever mentioned outside of Desmond.
And technically Darren.
Yeah, Durham and stuff.
That's kind of cheating.
Yeah, because they are his sons. And here I just wanted to cause some trouble, so we have Janissaries guarding a treasure chest, and I want that money. But as you'll soon find, this didn't work out too well for me. Because I'm fighting in a pretty enclosed area, and I kind of wanted to push him into the water, but they aren't cooperating with me.
Congratulations, he drowned. All you have to do to get him in the water is jump in the water yourself.
Yeah. And watch that assassin on the right in red.
Oh, don't tell me he's dead.
She fell into the water too, but since she was assigned to a den, she didn't die.
She's just incapacitated for 10 minutes.
You know, I don't think she's incapacitated at all. For some reason, falling into the water did nothing to her. I don't know if that's a thing with your assassin. That.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
So
we got really nothing much else to do except for the fourth Altair memory.
Yep.
As soon as I stop wandering around, I guess.
Head for a quick travel station.
Yeah.
Oh, you're already.
Oh, hey, I'm already there. What do you know?
Oh, okay. Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's Galatia Tower. There's the super
I
graveyard next to Galatia Tower.
I was actually surprised I ended up in Galata, since that's not where I left. But, you know, whatever. I'm close.
Oh, I guess I took you to the north side of Constantinople when you were done with Maiden's Tower.
Yeah, because I didn't cut anything out after returning. But the Assassin's Den has all the amenities, including a bomb-making station,
Honor.
all your dudes sitting around doing stuff. And you have your full armory of weapons and armor that you can choose from at any time, including special weapons that show up.
Yep. Pretty much your standard Assassin's Creed. Really, every game has it, so...
Thanks to you, we grow ever stronger.
Yep.
Fuck, even... Technically, even Assassin's Creed 4 actually has a Assassin's Hideout, where you can have all this stuff. But
Yeah,
nobody ever knows about it. Nobody, ever has ever seen it.
Yeah, nobody ever goes there. It's
It's
kind of trying to
inconvenient.
do a Monte Regione thing with it, but there's really no reason to go there.
Oh, no, I mean, there actually is a view into the basement of the manor. There's your weapon racks, the full weapon racks, the full clothing racks, all that.
I don't think I ever went there.
Nobody ever goes into the basement. Nobody. It's the path you go in the first time when you're following Kid. And she takes you on the secret path. That is the only time anybody ever goes into it. I ended up just kind of wandering around looking for fucking, I don't know, animus fragments. And I kind of just ended up going back through the manor like, holy shit, there's stuff down here. There's a gigantic pile of loot and plunder as well. Holy crap. But you never do it because you can do everything from the store or on the boat. So there's like...
That is so weird. I definitely do not remember that basement.
Yeah.
And kind of a weird gameplay glitch there, showing whatever.
They say he screams in his sleep, calling out for his father.
But yeah, at the end of the previous memory, Altair and Durim right out of Masyaf, and although the game doesn't tell you where they went to Alamut, as I mentioned last video, and basically Altair kind of went a little crazy, holed up there, until he decided to return to Masyaf 20 years later.
Many thanks.
What brings you here, old man?
Pity Abbas. Do not mock him. He has lived as an orphan for most of his life, shaped by his family's legacy. He is desperate for power, because he is powerless.
He's still holding up pretty well at 80 years old, I gotta say.
Unlike Al-Mualim or Altair, he never betrayed us.
Nonsense. Altair was no traitor. He was driven out. Unjustly. Is it you? I heard the rumors, but I did not believe them.
I wonder if I might speak to Abbas myself. It's been a long time.
Impossible. Abbas uses rogue Fedayeen to keep us from the castle.
Fewer than half the fighters here are true assassins.
So, where do I begin?
With us.
You say these men are cruel. Has anyone raised his blade against an innocent?
Yeah.
Alas, yes.
Didn't hear it
Brutality
at all.
seems to be their sole joy.
Then they will die.
Yeah,
For they have
this is
compromised
another
the
thing
order.
the game doesn't
But those
say,
who still live
but
by the
apparently
creed
this guy
must be
Altair is
spared.
talking
You can
to
trust
is
in us.
Malik's son.
Oh, which is why you trust Altair.
Yeah.
People say an old assassin saved the life of a merchant down in the valley. They say he fought with a hidden blade.
But yeah, it's Altair right here. You can't move very fast at all. The fastest you can do is sort of a little jog if you hold R1, but you can't even keep that up for more than a few seconds. So it's just very slow walk.
Age has not been kind to the man.
No.
No pistol still.
Or does he?
Leave this blade.
Altair is here. In the village? Send word to the castle, quickly. Assassins! To me!
You there? Do I know you?
You know, that ghostly apparition appearing that just disappeared just now, I'm not entirely sure what that's all about.
Probably
It's
just
kind of
abuse of Eden, Animus Fragment, Animus OD.
You know, I guess it might be a callback to that one traitor guy who Al-Mualim had you hunt down at the, just near the very start of the first game. But I'm not even sure about that. You know that preacher guy you had to beat up?
I think so. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it may be a reference to that, but I'm just not sure. It just disappears too quickly.
Now, you can't personally kill anybody but the captains, but they can kill anybody who they want.
Right. You just have to focus on those guys.
You pathetic miser. Stand.
Follow me to the castle, and spill no blood if you can help it.
And actually, in the novel, sort of the novelization of this game, of the Altair memories from this game,
Ooh.
That's just not
I've
right.
fallen and I can't get...
But yeah, and so did the...
This is why you get life alert.
Yeah, in Assassin's Creed The Lost Crusade, which has all the Abbas plotline stuff, this memory is a little retconned in that nobody got killed, but the same event still happened. So this is kind of...
That guy who just got thrown off the ledge never happened in real life.
Yeah. Then there's another ghostly apparition that I'm not sure about. Although I do really like this particular moment of the game because Altair has been away for 20 years at this point and hasn't been leader of the assassins for a long time.
These walls.
But you still have all the young guys bowing down to him and showing him respect. So it's a pretty neat moment of the game.
Now more than ever.
I mean, that guy was marked as a captain of a boss, but he just
changed. He switched sides.
Yeah. I mean, you have a whole little army following you right now.
Yeah.
Kill him! Kill him now! What are you waiting for?
Baldy. Wait, I thought Baldy died.
He has bewitched you!
That's a different Baldy.
Oh, it looks the same. Is he a
Our
named
mentor
character?
has returned!
No, he's just some guy. But yeah, here you have all the assassins bowing to Altair. Except for these guys.
I fight for you. For the order. Welcome home.
Welcome back, men. Your presence honors me.
You die!
Always an honor. Altair.
Die!
But of course.
Together for victory, mentor.
And yeah, if you call in assassins or arrow storm, you fail the additional objective, since you were directly responsible for dude's death.
Mentor.
Did they fix the window that you broke out? You jumped out of 20 years ago?
Welcome back, mentor.
They better have.
Tell your men to stand
I
down.
think they did.
No! I am defending Mashaf. Would you not do the same?
You corrupted everything we stand for and lost everything we gained. All of it sacrificed on the altar of your own spite.
And you! You have wasted your life.
I do like how they remembered
into
to
that
remove Abbas's left
dreaming of
ring
your
finger.
own glory.
That is true, Abbas. I learned many things from the apple. Of life and death. Of the past and
That was
the
the
future.
stupidest thing they had to do.
Let me show you.
Oh, hey, well, cut off your finger so you can use the hidden blade. Oh.
He had the hidden gun after all.
Yes.
I can never forgive you, Altair. The lies you told about my family, my father, the humiliation I suffered.
They were not lies, Abbas. I was 10 years old when your father came to see me. He was in tears, begging to be forgiven for betraying my family. Then he cut his own throat. I watched his life ebb away at my feet. I will never forget that image.
No!
But he was not a coward, Abbas. He reclaimed his honor.
I hope there is another life after this one. Then I will see him and know the truth of his final days. And when it is your time, we will find you. And then there will be no doubts.
And now Altair is the de facto leader of the assassins.
Yeah. Well, you did kind
I
of
think at this-
tell him the truth and then lie about it later, so...
Yeah.
Forgive him for not believing you. Anything you tell him, you lying sack of shit. Sorry, that's a little harsh.
Yeah. But that's not the last we'll be seeing of old Al for this game.
Yep. Didn't look a little ragged. rundown.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently from the Secret Crusade book, while he was in Alamut, he sort of went in, as I mentioned, he went sort of crazy, and he lost a lot of his skills, and he became sort of a decrepit while he was away, but he appears in much better shape for the fifth and final memory.
All right.
An old man, and still he fought to hold our brotherhood together.
There is a parallelism
I would have
here.
called him stubborn in my youth, but now I can only admire his courage. The assassins were his life, from beginning to end. He had no other.